2-1 and 2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Throwing right away is Winston.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Jameis to throw it.
Returning right back to Lockett.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Winston now from the 50. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again with Winston. He hits his target, Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. At this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Walker. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Throwing Jones. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Jones being chased out left. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Diggs with a good footwork.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw into the hands of Fant. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Winston.
He's got his tight end Fant.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Here's Walker.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Winston.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 35 on 2nd down. Jones, he's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Jones on 1st down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Mitchell going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
From the 27, Winston.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Off the bootleg. Jones on the move to his left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Off play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Winston now. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston completing it here to Marvin Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
They're going to try and throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. McCaffrey following the penalty. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 2nd and 16, Jones.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Jameis now on 1st down. It's caught, Lockett, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot. Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Play fake. Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He got 29 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Winston. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Four yards remain for second down.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones forced out to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Winston now to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, it's Walker.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Winston. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Seahawks strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
So now the Niners down by 7. And time, a huge factor. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Steps away.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
To throw is Jones. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now it's the Niners' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little under 1:50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here's Jones. Finding Pascal.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Now Jones. Pass complete, Samuel. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Jones.
Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Jones.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get separate.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, this was a very close